Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Carr, here to tell you about the best website on the planet, www.canacar.com. That is www.canacarr.com. Be there. And we are back.
We have landed a crazy special guest. We got Boogie2988 on the podcast.
Wait a second. Are we back? I just got here. Where was I before? Oh, okay. You guys are back.
Yeah, we're back. We just got done with him. He just walked up and he was like, "Let's do a podcast." And then you walked up. I was like, "Oh shit, Boogie's coming."
Yeah, I was like, get the hell out of my chair, dipshit. You know, I'm a 500-pound gorilla. I sit where I want.
We literally did this whole entire Comic Con to try to get this moment.
That's bull crap. You're out here. You're out here for the hot cosplay chicks.
No,
that's why I'm here.
So we've been building this up for months. Like, hey, I hope we can get Boogie on there, bro.
I mean,
that'd be awesome.
Did you want Francis or did you want Boogie? Who did you want?
Let's get both.
Both.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the fucking snowflake over here. Hey, Boogie! Boogie! Hey guys, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming to let's get to the power of the internet. Do not worry, I will not fire a warning shot. How are you?
Well, dude, we're good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I haven't been doing a lot of cons since the whole COVID thing happened because like whether you guys are like afraid of it or not, I'm fat and old, so I've been staying home a lot, but I'm getting back out into the world, man. And it feels good. It feels good to do stuff.
Great.
It's still weird though.
This is really weird, right? Because there's a lot of people out there who are like, oh, it doesn't exist. I'm gonna go lick toilets, and then you got people out there who are wearing like 19 masks, and they're wearing like a bubble, they're like fucking bubble boys walking around,
right?
And like you don't know what's real anymore, what's not real anymore, and it's exhausting.
And you don't know what COVID you got if you get it.
Right. Well, I'm getting my monthly, weekly, daily boosters. Thank you, Joe Biden. I'm up to 947. My vaccination card is now just a long CVS receipt, and it's been great. It's amazing as I haven't caught it yet, and with all the hookers, you think I would have.
Oh,
I said the same thing.
Dude, my wife, if I said that, my wife would kill me. She'd find her way back here and choke me.
Oh yeah, my girlfriend's not gonna hear this, right? She doesn't know about the hookers.
Mine don't either, or the Coke.
Yeah. Oh, I guess for your listeners who know who I am on YouTube, I will remind you guys, I'm a little more rowdy in real life than what I can be, because you can't YouTube these days. It's a little, pussified, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm restrained. Like I can't do swear words. I can't get angry and swear. But in real life, I'm going to talk about hookers a lot,
dude. Speaking of swear, like my favorite video that you ever done was the one where you were doing like the toy review and you were like, I'm not fucking cussing. I didn't even fucking cuss.
I don't even fucking cuss. I've never fucking cussed before.
This is
I'm not gonna fucking cuss.
Sweet Hot Wheels set.
Oh yeah, because it was a family friendly Francis.
Oh
yeah, I love the family.
Yeah, it was back when like I first talked to YouTube and they were like, could you tone down the swearing? And I'm like, that's part of the character. Like, well, all right, what about the anger? Can you tone down the anger? I'm like, that's part of the swearing. What about toning down the screaming? No. Dude, what do you want me to be? Fucking Boogie? Like, like Jesus Christ, man. Like, that's the entire character.
That's what was so funny about it, because you're just like, they told me I got to be all blah, blah, blah. And you're like, all right, this shit's fucking sweet. And they're like, you can't do that.
The fuck I can. Apparently I can. I just don't get monetized. That's the thing, like, I went to this. You want to hear something? Here's a true story. Okay, so obviously I've been an OG YouTuber and I've done pretty well for myself. And God bless. I used to be homeless. Now I got a home. I'm happy. I'm happy to have made a couple bucks, right? But I go to this YouTuber convention and I'm sitting with like Matthew Santoro and Angry Joe and shit like that. And Matthew Santoro's like, we know everybody at this convention's like a millionaire, right? We're all millionaires. And I'm like, the fuck I am. But what it turns out is because all my Francis videos have been so sweary and so angry, I got like no ads on my shit.
Damn.
And everybody else is in there like cashing giant checks. And I'm getting like, rent money and shit. And like, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm really lucky. I own a lot of good Magic cards. You know, got a house, got a car, got cute dogs. You know, I'm lucky. I'm so grateful to have what I have. But at the same time, it's hard to not like look at Angry Joe and just be like, I want to be Angry Joe.
Right.
But I'm glad, you know, I wouldn't, if I had to do it over again, I'd do it just the way I did. Right? You know, fuck it.
No regrets.
Yeah, fuck it. It is what it is.
Yeah, I don't want to be censored. That's my thing. Is like, if, like I don't know. I feel like that's you. That's what you did it for, was do your own thing, and then like, hey, don't do your thing. You know.
Well, you know what pissed me off is like back in the back before the demonetization days, they were all like, "Oh, we love what you're doing. It's so funny. It's so good." You know, Shane Dawson was up there talking about banging cats and wearing blackface, and YouTube was friendly with them, right? At the end of the day, and like, I don't know if this is going to get YouTube in trouble or not. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble with YouTube, but like at the end of the day, what they're really worried about is their bottom line, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day when sponsors didn't care, they didn't care. Now sponsors care, they care. And like, they're a business, right? Like, I get it. It's good business. It's not personal, it's business. But when is business never not personal? You know, it affects your bottom line, affects your life, affects who you are. And I wouldn't have built my business had they told me 14 years ago when I started the channel and started the character. Maybe I would have said, oh, maybe I'll be less sweary and whatever. But you can't change stream midway through and tell me suddenly now I have to be clean cut. And I mean, you can't say anything on YouTube anymore. You can't say anything on the internet anymore.
See, we're pretty lucky as far as like we can be ourselves, and I can say fuck, shit, GD, whatever I want, but because we're not tied down. Like, we do have some sponsors, we
Speaking of which, let's do an ad read right now. This stream is brought to you by the delicious taste of Mountain Dew. That's right. Pick one up today. It won't give you diabetes. Promise. Okay.
No, but we don't.
Purely speculation.
Purely speculation.
Now we're gonna pick up a Mountain Dew sponsorship after that.
I've been trying for 14 years.
If you don't have one, we're not getting one.
Yeah, dude. They sent me Mountain Dew body wash once, and that was the only thing I've ever gotten from Mountain Dew. But I still have it in my trophy case.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I finally got Mountain Dew to pay attention to me.
Now you would think they would definitely give you.
No, they wouldn't.
Because you know that thing started...
I'm a big reminder that if you keep drinking Mountain Dew, you're gonna lose your toes, man.
Because that started going viral again, like back on TikTok.
Right? Yeah. I mean, that's true. I know. Actually, that's why I got back on TikTok. I'd been on TikTok like when it was Musical.ly, but I hated it. And then I heard that my fucking sound file was going viral again, and I'm like, now's the time to get famous again. And I went in there and started doing like Francis stuff, and then I know it's just so weird. It's so I'm not supposed to. I don't like talking about stuff anymore. But people decided, because at the time it was perceived that TikTok was a kids app, right?
Yeah.
So these people on Reddit decided the reason I was on TikTok was to try to bang kids.
Oh my God.
That's what it's all about.
Which it seems like that's a bad way to do it, really.
Yeah. That's definitely a bad way.
I would go to a kindergarten or something if that's what I was interested in, but I'm not interested in that, right? I just wanted to make funny videos, But it kind of soured me on it. But I'm back on TikTok now. You can follow me at, like, I don't know what my username on TikTok
I think
is.
I have you.
I can look it up.
No, I have you for sure.
Hold on.
But I've been doing the Francis shtick on TikTok. I've been doing the Francis shtick on Facebook a little bit, on Instagram a little bit. YouTube doesn't like it, but the rest of social media still does. So I try to do it when I can.
Yeah, it's just Boogie2988.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it's like B00G.
There are so many fakes.
B00G.
And I'm not verified either. And I'm not at 500K. If the people listening right now went and sub, I'd be that much closer to 500K.
See, what if there's like a sub Boogie that's got more than you?
Oh, there's so many fakes of everybody that's a little bit popular.
Oh yeah, the real Boogie2988.
Yeah, I had that one for a while, but then you could no longer do searches for BOO because of the Boogie Boys, which I guess is like some political group or something. I don't know, but then I had to change it to B00GIE. Now that looks like an 8-year-old pretending to be me. Congratulations.
Boozy 29999.
That's crazy. Do you ever look at stuff like that?
I try not to. I used to be really obsessed with it, right? But like, there was like these people on the internet who were like, he's definitely a pedophile, but they had like no reason to think, oh, it's a pedophile. They just wanted me to be one, or like, Boogie beats women. And I'm like, what? Are you confusing me with my character Francis? Because even he doesn't do that.
Right.
And like, I don't know, like eventually you get tired of watching that in your inbox and you're like, I've seen a video that says you're a pedophile. Yeah, well, where's the proof? There isn't any. Well, then stop believing stupid shit, dummy.
Yeah, I've always wondered about like people that are successful like that. Do you just stay away from like all your comments and all that?
So that is when all this shit started happening to me years ago. That's what everybody told me. Don't pay attention to it. Ignore it. If you engage with it, it makes it worse. If you talk about it, it makes it worse. Well, I talked about it, and a lunatic showed up at my front fucking door over it, right? So let me be the lesson that we do not engage with these motherfuckers. We don't look at it. We don't think about it. We don't talk about it. Let these miserable pieces of shit be the miserable pieces of shit they are. Don't stoop down to their level. And I don't mean it like I think I'm better than anybody else, right? Like I don't.
You're welcome.
But that's just not an activity I would participate in.
Those are some designs I did.
And like, I don't know, maybe if you are torturing YouTubers as your hobby, maybe people should look down on you.
Right.
Like that's a weird hobby.
I think we've got some where people are like, man, you ever heard of editing? And it's like,
no. The one where it's like, you need to stop with the drug references. Like, what is he talking about?
Oh shit, are we doing drugs?
No, well, we made this thing called,
because is it legal down here in Mississippi to do edibles?
I don't know.
Let's get tore up, man.
I doubt it.
Hey, Wonder Woman, let's go get some edibles.
We live like 10 minutes up the road in Tennessee. So
shit, what about in Tennessee? Can we get edibles up there?
Nope.
You can get CBD.
I got my card in Arkansas.
Yeah.
I guess I'll lose it after all that legal shit or whatever. But I got my card over there in Arkansas, so I can buy edibles, man. And I mess with it every once in a while. And I'll tell you something. Okay, I don't know if you guys mess with that stuff or whatever.
I used to.
I grew up pretty conservative when it came to like marijuana and stuff like that. And I kind of looked down on people that used it. And then finally, my doctor was like, "Yeah, you should probably try to get some for pain management. Here, I'll help you get your card." And then I got my card and I tried it, and it's fun, dude. So. It really did help with my anxiety. It really helped with my pain issues. Probably not the depression and definitely not the weight loss because, man, Cheetos tasted 10 times better. But
my go-to was ramen.
Oh, shit. Let's get high and eat ramen. I haven't eaten edibles in like a year.
On that table right there.
Oh.
And Cheetos from Japan.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go visit that guy. We're going to hang out.
No,
the only $2? Is it $2 each?
No,
What?
it's for the buttons. So.
I don't know.
I think the foreign snacks are like $5.
Do they know where we're at right now? We're currently at Corinth Comic Con.
Yeah.
It's pretty great here. You guys should have been here, but you should come next year. Austin, who put this thing together, is a really cool guy.
Yeah, especially for like a small area.
Oh yeah, Austin's great. Man.
You know who's over there? Yeah, right there next to my booth over there is the voice of Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. It's Sarah. She's one of the 3 voice actors that played Ash.
Yes.
And you know what's really cool? I met her today, and she treated me like I was a celebrity.
Really?
I'm like, bitch, you're a legend. What are you talking about?
To us, like you're like,
well, I'm just some dipshit from Arkansas, right? She's like a real voice actress. She's like Screen Guild,
right?
Screen Actors Guild. You know, I'm just some YouTube dipshit, but I thank you. I appreciate that, man. You know.
Yeah, we literally, I shit you not, we became a sponsor of this event.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but we became a sponsor of this event to look more professional. To try to get you on the podcast. Seriously, or we would have just.
Weren't you telling me? Okay, all right. So, we were having this conversation beforehand. He's like, "Do you want to come be on the podcast?" I'm like, "Of course I do." Like, I'm gonna come over and do it as soon as I can. I don't want to disappoint any fans waiting for me, but as soon as I'm free, I'm gonna come on over. When I got free, I came over, right?
Yeah.
And you were telling me you were trying to get other people. Was it other YouTubers or other actors? I don't want to out anybody, right?
We just talked about it a minute ago. Like, I'm not downgrading him. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
DJ Qualls, he's played in a bunch of movies and stuff. And we've tried to get other actors on and, even offer them money just for, literally like a minute of their time. And they shut us down for PR reasons and all this.
Well, it's like they got a lot of red tape they got to go through.
So, all right. So let's talk. The most famous voice actor I ever met was Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I met him and I walked up to him and I'm like, "Hey, I'm shooting a vlog today. I'd love to have you in it." And he's like, "I can't do that because I have to keep my nose clean for Nintendo, but I'll do anything for you privately that you would like. I'll say your name. You can shoot a personal video, whatever you want, man." He was like so sweet and so kind about it. But he also clued me in that he has to be really, really careful because you don't want to lose that deal, right?
Oh,
You're the voice of Mario, right?
Right.
That's what DJ Qualls told us. He was like, "Hey man, my guys won't let me." It's like, And I started thinking about it. Yeah, we could probably make him look really bad.
Yeah, well,
Right,
that was coming. That was when Supernatural was on their last season.
Right. Yeah.
And he was in that show, so I think that was the main reason, because it hadn't all the way come out yet, and I don't think that he wanted to lose that fucking contract.
I mean,
yet.
that makes sense.
That's
honestly.
that's got to, even if he's like not even a main character, it's got to be some sort of huge.
Of
deal.
course, yeah, of course. Like you don't want to be on TV.
If someone said you could go wipe fucking Jared Padalecki's ass on screen for $500, I'd probably go do it if I got on TV.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. If you ever meet a YouTuber and they're like, "Yeah, I'll do your podcast for $150," tell them they're a piece of shit for me directly, right?
Okay.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong.
You heard it here first.
All day today, people have been like, "Oh, how much for a headshot? How much for a photo? How much for a picture? How much to sign something?" Man, it's free. You watch my videos, it's free, right? Like, Austin gave me money to get out here, gave me a hotel room. I'm happy for that. That's enough for me. And like, for me, it's a joy to meet people who've watched my videos and spent time, maybe supported me on Twitter. Sure, great. Support me on Twitch, support me wherever. But if you just sat through an advertisement once, I want to meet you and say thank you, because that's amazing. And I don't know. I've never met like a really shitty YouTuber. I've only met like one. I'm not going to out him on a podcast just in case. Be careful. But like every YouTuber I've met, they've been kind and humble and decent. And I hope I can be at least half as good as every other YouTuber I've ever met.
Well, being the only one that we've ever met, it's been the only one that's given us the amount of time to do something with. You know what I mean?
Well, man, I'll tell you, if it was some of the people I've met, Angry Joe, Markiplier, Kid Behind the Camera, McJuggernauts, they would all sit down to hang out with you, man. YouTubers are, for the most part, really, really good people.
Dude, Markiplier's Try Not to Laugh videos.
Oh, he's great.
Are the funniest shit ever, dude.
I'll tell you, I have a personal story about Mark for people who want to hear it. When he got his diamond play button at VidCon, he didn't mean it insultingly, but it's like, "Boogie, do you want to hold my diamond play button?" And he's like, he's letting everybody hold it, right? But it's my turn. And I'm like, "Yeah, dude." He goes, "It might be a while till you get your own." And I'm like,
"Damn."
Fuck, Mark. And I think he meant that like, "Oh, you'll definitely get yours soon."
Yeah.
Right? But it came across as like, "You're probably never gonna get it, fatty." And like I laughed and he laughed and he's like, "Oh wait, I didn't mean it though." So he's so good. He's just a good dude. He's just as good in real life as he is in his videos, man. He's just such a sweet guy.
I would like to get on with Jesse,
Hell yeah, dude. He is, me and Jesse haven't always seen eye to eye when it came to Storyfire and shit like that, but I believe Jesse's probably at his heart a good guy. I feel like he's definitely made some mistakes, pissed off some of his friends, stuff like that over the years, but if he was here, he'd probably do it. He would do it in a heartbeat.
Have you seen McJuggernuggets?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of those stuff together.
Dude, funny. I know I've been talking too much, bro.
What about James Rolfe? I know you've done some stuff with him.
So I met James twice. I went out to SoCal Retro Gaming Convention, something like that.
Yeah, I went to the bar, right?
Right, yeah. The first time was SoCal Retro Gaming Con, and he was there, and I asked him and his guys, "Can I come to your convention, Too Many Games?" If you're ever in Philadelphia and you have an opportunity to go to Too Many Games, go to it. It's amazing. And we ended up going to a bar, and they were doing the Das Boot.
Da Boot, yeah.
Da Boot, right? And they were like drinking the shit out of this giant boot. And like James, when you meet him at a convention, he's an introvert for sure, right? Like he's quiet and soft-spoken and doesn't really know what to say or what to do. So he's just going to nod and listen to you a lot. And then once he had those drinks in him, he was funny as shit. He was great.
He had to get some liquid courage in him.
We're movie people, so like I love watching their movie reviews and whatnot.
Yeah, me too. I wish they were doing more. I missed rental reviews. That was a good series.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And now I just heard today on TikTok, on Twitter, they're saying they're giving up the podcast, which is a shame.
Already?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I know a lot of James Rolfe fans feel like Screen Wave isn't doing good by him, and they're not getting the content that they want and stuff like that. But I liked a lot of what Screen Wave Media was doing with them. I liked the rental reviews. I liked the podcast. I like getting something other than just the Angry Video Game Nerd. I mean, like we're up to like episode fucking 300 of the Angry Video Game Nerd, 1,000. I don't know what number of these even on, but I've watched every one of them. But like, it's the same thing, man. Right. It's a different game, but it's the same shtick, and like.
don't even watch those no more.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. It doesn't get the views it used to. But that's the thing. Like, for the people who do like it, I get it. They want more of it. But as we've grown up with James has grown up too. He wants to do different stuff. I want to see different stuff from him.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Every time a content creator who does a certain thing well wants to do something else, people shit the bed.
They kind of want you to like.
You're a clown. Be a clown. I don't want you to talk about non-clown shit. Well, get over it, man. Like,
well, as a content creator, you want to create other things people love too.
Right, yeah.
Like us, like when we did this series called Blue Ridge Boys. Yeah. It's like a parody of Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, God, I love Trailer Park Boys.
Dude, everybody loved it. Like we was like,
it wasn't really a parody of. It's more of like inspired by.
We were like hometown people. Like when you seen us, they were like, y'all were in Blue Ridge Boys. And then we tried other stuff, and it was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then like everybody's like, oh, it's Dave and Ronnie, and it's like, dude, I have a real name, but I'm glad that you watched it.
Well, so I'll tell you something else, man. Going back to Trailer Park Boys. So Trailer Park Boys obviously have their history, and if you look into the history, they got screwed over by the network that originally produced the show. And they ended up buying the rights back from that network to be able to produce it on their own, and then did it for Netflix. And a lot of Trailer Park Boys fans just want them to do the boys. They don't want them to do nothing else. They want to see Mike as Bubbles, and that's it. And they don't want to see Mike Smith as Mike Smith. He wants to be Mike Smith sometimes. And they branched off and did this thing called SwearNet. Have you ever heard of that?
Have it, love it.
Yeah, I have it. I've loved it. I'm not subscribed to it now, but I've had it before. And I still watch some of it when it's on YouTube, when it gets tweeted at me. And, like, I support that. And I'm glad that they're not just doing the boys, right? Like, 10 seasons of the show is, once Leahy's gone, like, shit, right? Like, the heart of the show is kind of gone at that point. And at the end of the day, I want them to branch out. But a lot of core fans get pissed off at it. But as a content creator, the reason you get famous to begin with is because you're doing something you believe in and you're passionate about, right?
Right.
But we're people. Content creators are people. And what we're passionate about today might be different 5 years from now. Definitely going to be different 10 years from now. People change, people grow, interests change. And you want them to be passionate about a new project and something else. And I feel like if you're a fan, like for me, if you're a fan of my Francis videos, great. I love you. And I want you to watch those Francis videos. They're still there for you. Watch them every day, forever, right? Holy shit, I'm about to get run over. No, it's good. But
what is that?
I thought it was gunshots, and I got all the way scared.
Oh, you think I'm firing a gun right now?
No, I thought this was
I'm not allowed to anymore, man.
That was not a joke.
Not allowed to anymore.
I thought that was we getting Columbine in here.
Oh, shit.
Nope, not a sponsor.
I'm ready to die, Mom. Okay, no, but if you're a fan of my Francis videos, great. And I love that, and I love you for it and everything else, right? But at the same time, I also really want to focus on the people that are fans of me, right? Then it's not necessarily they want to watch the thing I was in or the thing I produce. They want to watch me, right? And we all feel that way. I watch anything Tom Hanks is in, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But why do they treat YouTube and internet creators the wrong way? Well, hey, you're supposed to be in Philadelphia. You're the Philadelphia guy. Play the Philadelphia guy. You're the castaway guy. Keep being the castaway guy, right? You don't do that shit to Tom Hanks. So you can't do it to a content creator.
I feel
right?
like content creators, we kind of like your subscribers, your people that watch you, they get so close because you can communicate technically and they can see your feedback. So it becomes like a little, what's the word? Personal to them, I guess.
Of course, yeah. Like, okay, so I heard this explained once. I'm paraphrasing it here, so if I screw it up, forgive me, right? But somebody said when you watch Tom Hanks or Leonardo DiCaprio, you tend to watch him on the big screen, right? On the movie screen, maybe your big giant television. But when you're watching a YouTuber, you're watching them on the shitter in your hand, right?
Yeah, that's where I do a lot of YouTube.
Right. So like, Tom Hanks feels bigger than life, larger than life, more important than life. But a YouTuber feels like a friend, right?
Right.
And a lot of us take advantage of that too, right? We're glad to be your friend. We want to hang out with you, want to meet you at conventions and shit. And so, of course, it feels way more personal. But the downside of that is, and I definitely experienced this, James Rolfe is experiencing it now, a lot of other content creators. I experienced it before but everybody's experiencing it now. People pry into your personal life. They want to know about your wife. They want to know about your kids. They want to know about this. They make up this. They make up that shit. I heard some of the craziest shit about James Rolfe on Reddit. Somebody said that Mike Matei was the real father of his children and that his wife was cheating on him and shit. And like, there's no evidence for that at all whatsoever.
Right.
Didn't change the fact that 5,000 people believe it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. And I feel like I'm a victim of that kind of misinformation. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. The world is a scary and weird place. I'm just glad to still be in it.
Yeah, fans are a double-edged sword, you know?
Right. And like, I don't know, man, like every time I come to these things, I'm like meeting incredible people, meeting you guys, meeting other content creators, meeting fans, and like every fan of the world is amazing. Like I've never met a bad fan, but like, I'll tell you one of my favorite stories. Occasionally, and I feel like I can say this because look at me, I'm kind of on the fringe of society. I'm pretty weird looking. I act weird. I'm a man child, right? So if I say somebody else is on the fringe of society, I'm just saying they're one of my neighbors, right?
Right.
Okay. And I go to this E3, and I'm at the Square Enix booth trying to play Kingdom Hearts 3, and this dude is in line next to me, and he's like just a regular fan, and he's like, "Oh, hey man, I know who you are." I'm like, "Cool, hi, I'm Boogie, nice to meet you." He goes, "Yeah, I don't like your work."
Oh my God.
And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." He goes, "Yeah, I'm more in like the Juggernuggets and stuff. You don't do it as good as he does." I'm like, "That's cool, that's all right."
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is my iPad. Do you want to see my art?" And I'm like, "Sure." And he's showing me like shark porn that he drew. And we're in line.
Story?
Yeah, it's a true story.
Oh,
And we're
gosh.
waiting in line for like 20 minutes together. And I just, like, I don't care. I don't care if he doesn't like my work, right? I'm just some guy. He's just some guy. I'm looking at his art, and he's telling me showing me photos of his life and pictures of his family and shit. And it finally comes time to play the game, and we do our demos side by side. And it's like the Kingdom Hearts 3 demo is notoriously long, but I skipped one of the big cutscenes, so I was done in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I set my headphones down and get ready to go to my next meeting, and he isn't done with the game. He takes his headphones off and sets them down and walks out behind me. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, man, what's up?" He goes, "Yeah, where are we going next?" And I'm like, "Well, I have a meeting with the Cyberpunk guys. I have a demo for them at 4, and I'm on my way up there." And he's like, "You think you can get me in on that?"
Oh,
and I'm like,
gosh.
"You just said you didn't like me." Why? Like, even if I could, and I can, I had to make this reservation 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But even if I could, why would I? You just, oh my, it was so, like, every once in a while you meet somebody that's weird and unique and they do weird shit. But I mean, that's everybody, right? Like, I still love that. I love that story. If that guy is listening to this right now, which why would he, right? But like, I don't even know if he's still alive. He could have been a figment of my imagination. I don't know. But if he's still out there, man, I'm no hate. That's just one of my favorite stories. You were a fucking cool guy. I really enjoyed your shark porn.
I really enjoy. Dude, you should get a shark porn tattoo now.
Yeah,
I'm going to get a mailbox full of shark
Check
porn
this
now.
out.
So before we get to our end, I got a question. How was the Mountain Dew stew?
fucking gross.
Oh, imagine.
Oh, so bad.
Okay, pause for just 2 seconds.
So bad.
2 seconds. This stupid thing makes us record in 30-minute increments. This stupid thing makes us record in 30-minute increments. It's retarded.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's crazy. No, dude, we're dedicated. I did this thing. I just literally woke up one day and was like, I'm just gonna do something stupid, right?
Yeah.
So like, you see like our logos and stuff.
Yeah.
He said that he wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't have done it, but I think it's cool. But I wouldn't have
Oh,
done
yeah,
it.
it's cool, but I wouldn't.
Dude, that's cool as
I
shit.
got
He
it.
got
I
a
got it.
tattoo
I
of
wouldn't-
his logo.
Half my last name.
I mean, Juggernuggets got psychopath tattooed to his back, and kid behind the camera's got the angry grandpa logo. Fuck it. If you love what you love, you
Dude,
believe what you believe.
I know.
Should have got
no,
Pac-Man
no.
on my arm.
No, I'm not dogging him. I'm just saying it's like, what if this goes south, bro? You got half my last name on your
I was
arm.
gonna get the whole thing tattooed. Then my wife was like, "Don't get your best friend's face on your."
Yeah, that's a little weird.
It's like,
That is a
don't
little
do
weird.
that.
Okay, but all right. Okay, all right. So let me wax philosophical for a second for your listeners. How many listeners? 7, 8? How many are you thinking?
No, a couple thousand.
Shit, yeah. All right, so we're gonna reach some souls today. I was kidding with the 7. That was a joke, by the way.
I'm not sensitive.
I was
You hurt my feelings.
purposely lowballing it so you could wow me. You see, I was setting you up for a slam dunk there. Okay, so anyway, all right, let's imagine this goes south and everybody decides you're a dipshit, pedophile, monster, Republican, Trump supporting vampire, whatever. I don't fucking know. And there's nothing wrong with any of that except vampires. Fuck you, vampires. And pedophiles. Definitely pedophiles. Okay,
definitely
shit.
fuck- don't-
Anyway,
no.
the point that I'm making is, all right, let's imagine it does go south. That's a scar, baby, right? And I love my scars. I love every scar on my body because what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Everything is a piece of experience. Everything is an opportunity to grow. And you can always look at that arm and say, that's a thing I tried and maybe it wasn't successful, but I learned something from it and it led me to my next success and my next success. You think I was successful on YouTube for the first time? I've been trying to be doing online media since 1996.
Holy shit.
I've been making content online since 1996. I did adult entertainment, not starring in it, but I filmed it and helped distribute it and did back ends of websites and like I did blogs back in the day, and it wasn't until 2007 that I finally struck some amount of success, right? And at the end of the day, I'm not embarrassed by the fact that I took photos of naked girls. Hell, I'm proud of it more than anything.
Oh yeah, I would be too.
You know, but like at the end of the day, if this fails, you'll just start again and you'll kick ass.
The thing is, we're just having fun with it. Like if we get big off of it, that's great, but at least we got something.
Yeah, we started on a different phone in a laundry room closet.
That's awesome.
3 years, 3 years later, we're in Crossroads Arena talking to Boogie.
I love that. That makes me happy. I can't believe you think this is a milestone. When you interview Tom Hanks 10 years from now, you're gonna be like, "Oh, Boogie was not even a get."
Oh no, we'll bring you on because if we got Tom Hanks, we just have your phone number. I'm sure.
But I'll tell you, okay. Before I get out here, because it sounds like you're about to start wrestling. I want to catch this in a second. I got to go see Sarah before she leaves, the voice of Pokemon. But listen, okay. The biggest mistake you can make. Holy shit, that's loud.
Oh God.
I'm turning this up.
Okay. So the biggest mistake you can make is not to try. The only mistake you can make is not to try. If you try and failed, you tried something. Get out there and try something, right? Setting on your ass doing nothing, that's the only real failure. You go out and you try, you learn, congratulations. You sit on your ass and play Fortnite all day, unless you're trying to be a professional Fortnite player.
That's my brother, and he's an alcoholic that works at Sonic.
Oh shit, Sonic has really good slushes. This podcast section has been brought to you by Sonic. Come get a real fruit slush and get diabetes. You don't need your toes. Sonic.
Do you care if we get some B-roll footage real quick?
Please do. Let's do it. Yeah.
What's his name? I forgot. John.
Staff. We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah. Let me do here.
All right, we're about to wrap up the podcast, y'all.
Let's record it. But not. Hey, let me see it.
We gotta be quick. She's packing up.
Yeah, you gotta be quick. Real quick. Okay, yeah. Just film like just a video.
Yeah. And like we're just talking in the microphone, just like a regular old podcast. Yeah. This is a regular part of the show.
This is just as normal.
Do you know how babies are made? When one man loves a woman, or two men want to adopt, whatever. I ain't here to judge. And they kiss each other a lot. A baby comes out of their butthole.
Oh my God.
That's how babies are made.
I appreciate it, man. I know you got to go.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys
having you, man.
Thank you for having me, brother. It's been a lot of fun. For those of you listening, youtube.com/Boogie2988 until they delete it. Bye.
Appreciate it, man.
We're gonna.
This has been the On Blast Podcast with Kanakar Media. We love you and good night.